Yes, welcome back to the channel GH247 News, wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, especially in Ghana, GH, it is happening. NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, yes, the Honorable Finance Minister, Cassiel Forson, Ato is Forson, Ato is Forson, Ato is Forson, Ato is Forson, ha ha ha. Ladies and gentlemen, Ato is forcing indeed. Look, this guy is cooking something. Ghana is on the pedestal of, being like Singapore. Trust me, in the next 3 years, a lot of things are going to be changing gradually. Right now, look, when you start cooking something and you set a fire, it will look as if things are not very okay. Let the food be done. All the complaints that are coming up, the electricity tariffs issue, yes, we are hearing it. But trust me, it will be resolved. If you are a Ghanaian and you are in Ghana, the electricity issue, if it's even a jandem, it will be quenched. Just like the cocoa issue has been quenched. Ato Forson is forcing. The finance minister, Honorable Cassiel Ato Forson, was in parliament yesterday and delivered a solid message, solid information regarding Ghana's economy. The economy is bouncing. Right now, we can boldly say the economy is taking a turn. Yes. And Ghanaians, it's high time we begin to support support the government to deliver, because they are already delivering. This man, Ato Forson, and this my man, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Honorable, the foreign minister, they are really working for the government. You can imagine if these two should partner as a president and a vice to be our next president. What do you think? What do you think? Talking about Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the foreign minister, he is a young man like myself, and his age 46 years. 46 years, yeah. And he's already known by every president around the world. Every president around the world knows him, and every foreign minister around the globe knows him. So if such a person should become Ghana's president, he's already been speaking to all these presidents. He's already relating with them. As you can see him there, that is a Ukrainian president. He was with him yesterday. Ukraine. That's Ukrainian President Zelensky. Ladies and gentlemen, and whilst he was there doing this, Cassiel Ato Forson was in parliament presenting what is termed as the backbone of Ghana's economy. Cassiel Ato Forson, in 2025 alone, the Ghana GoldBoard generated about $10 billion in foreign exchange to support Ghana's reserves. This cost Ghana government only $214 million. If government had instead borrowed 10 billion in 2025 at an interest rate of 8%, it would have cost Ghana 800 million in just 1 year. In just 1 year. This means building reserves through the Ghana GoldBoard in 2025 was much cheaper than the Bank of Ghana's swaps and sale and buyback operations in 2022-2023, coming from Honorable Cassiel Ato Forson. I will not speak much. I will not say much. Let me just sit back. I want you to listen to him by yourself. Listen to the end of this video. Yes, don't go anywhere. Share the video. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, help us to grow. But I want you to, I'm just sitting back here. I want to listen myself. So just follow me whilst we listen to him in the next 8-9 minutes. Yes, it's very important you hear it from the horse's own mouth. What the Honorable Finance Minister, Cassiel Ato Forson, Ato is forcing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to our minister.
Future sudden capital reversals and crisis following the traumatic experience of relying on IMF bailout, which came with some strict conditionalities. The Speaker, this helped these economies far much better during the later shocks like the 2008 global financial crisis without depleting the external reserves. Right, Honorable Speaker, A diagnosis of Ghana's reserve trajectory shows a pattern of episodic accumulation linked to opportunistic external borrowing and seasonal cocoa outflows, followed by downturns, drawdowns to meet external obligations. The Speaker, clearly you could see from the chart below that over the years, government of Ghana has been building reserves largely from Eurobond borrowings and borrowing from the IMF over the last few years. The Speaker, from a reserve position of 5.4 months of import cover in 2021, following an Eurobond issuance of $3 billion United States dollars, reserves sharply declined to a low of under 2.3 months of import cover in September 2023, thereby triggering the depreciation of our currency. The depreciation reflected a strain on external buffers in the face of constrained financial options, capital outflows, heightened macroeconomic pressures, and the need to meet critical foreign exchange obligations such as debt repayment. Right Honorable Speaker, global gold prices have reached unprecedented levels, driven by heightened international risk, sustained accumulation by central banks, and strong safe haven demand. These developments significantly boosted export earnings and strengthened external buffers for gold-producing economies, including Ghana. Mr. Speaker, with prices far exceeding their long-term historical averages, gold has emerged as the most reliable and immediate instrument for accelerating reserve accumulation without increasing public debt or introducing distortions in domestic market. Projections from major international financial institutions indicate that gold prices are likely to remain elevated and favorable over the medium term, underscoring the resilience and persistence of the current price cycle. Right Honorable Speaker, the outlook for gold prices provided a solid foundation for policies that strengthen external buffers, reduce vulnerability to external shock, and support long-term financial stability of Ghana. Harnessing this momentum will be essential to building a more robust and resilient reserve management framework capable of withstanding future global volatilities. The sustained elevation in global gold price presents a strategic opportunity for gold-producing countries to further enhance their reserve build-up framework, reinforce their external position, and enhance macroeconomic resilience. The Speaker, major gold-producing countries and central banks are capitalizing on historical high gold prices by increasing production, export, and official purchases to strengthen their external buffers. China, the world's largest producer of gold, continues to expand its domestic refinery capacity and use gold both as a key export and as a strategic reserve asset for diversification. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, Russia has leveraged on this elevated price environment to boost gold export revenues and channel part of the proceeds into reserve accumulation, using gold as a shock absorber against financial sanctions and global volatility. Mr. Speaker, Australia benefited from high prices through stronger export receipts, improved terms of trade, and higher fiscal and external surplus, which indirectly support reserve strength. Right Honorable Speaker, across these countries, elevated gold prices are being deliberately used to enhance the foreign exchange inflows, support balance of payment, resilience, and reinforce reserve position amid heightened global uncertainty. This current gold price surge presents a timely opportunity for Ghana to leverage the country's gold resources to accelerate reserve accumulation and reinforce long-term external resilience for our country. Right Honorable Speaker, The primary objective of the Ghana National Reserve Accumulation Policy is to increase Ghana's international reserve to 15 months of import cover by the end of 2028 to support long-term structural transformation while safeguarding the macroeconomic stability. To achieve this, the following intermediate targets are set. First is to achieve a minimum of 8.6 months of import cover by end of this year, 2026. Second, to exceed 11.8 months by end of 2027. And third, to reach 15 months of import cover by end of 2028. Mr. Speaker, these milestones will be reviewed annually based on realized imports, prices, production volumes, and financing conditions. Right, Honorable Speaker, our gross international reserves at 5.7 months of import cover at the end of 2025, the gap to achieve the target of 15 months of import cover is 9.3 months of import cover. This implies an average annual accumulation of 3.1 months of import cover over the next 3 years. In 2025, Ghana accumulated additional gross international reserves of 1.6 months of import cover. This provides momentum for the country, but must be accelerated to achieve an average of 3.1 months of import cover in the shortest possible time. Mr. Speaker, to secure the target after netting out debt service, FX operations, energy sector payment, and statutory outflows, the strategy requires an average of 9.5 billion United States dollars annual additions to the country's gross international reserves. Mr. Speaker, to achieve this, the reserve accumulation target, the GANRAP has set an operational weekly gold purchase target of about 3 tons per week. At 3 tons per week and a price of $5,000 per ounce, gross receipts are projected at approximately 25.28 billion United States dollars annually. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's strategy for the acquisition of 3 tons of gold per week is in two folds. The first is the Ghana GoldBoard to acquire up to 2.4 tons of gold per week from artisanal small-scale mining sector. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Finance will be making budgetary allocation to the Ghana GoldBoard to achieve the objectives. The second, Mr. Speaker, the Ministry for Land and Natural Resources is to invoke the preemption right under Section 3D of the Ghana GoldBoard Act 2025 Act 1140 and Section 7 of the Minerals and Mining Act Act 703 to purchase a minimum of 0.5 tons of gold per week from large-scale gold mines. Right, Honorable Speaker, the Bank of Ghana will purchase the gold acquired from large-scale mining sector. The gold purchased under Section 3D of the GoldBoard Act and Section 7 of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 shall only be sold by the Central Bank subject to prior approval of Cabinet and Parliament. Mr. Speaker, the following measures will be implemented in the short to medium term. Right, Honorable Speaker, measures on large-scale sector operations. A change